and welcome. We're here at the Arabian Ranchers Golf Club. I'm joined by Shaun Grobler, who's the custom fit specialist here. Today we had a look at 3 drivers. We had a look at the Cobra F6, Nike Vapor Fly, and the Callaway XR16. What we did is we put them on the TrackMan and we had a little hit and we've tested them out. We'll talk about the numbers in a bit, but I just want to get Shaun's opinion based on what he felt, what he looked at, what he thought about the feel of the drivers, and how he overall sort of would assess them.
Sure. What I have with me now is the Cobra F6. Numbers wise, I think it was probably the better one for me on the day. Felt a little bit hard off the face, but at the same time it's something you can really have a go at. It was very forgiving, and I enjoyed eating this one today for sure.
What about the Nike? What do you think of that?
Aesthetically it looks brilliant actually. You put it down, it just sort of looks like you can really have a go at the ball. Also with the technology these days, everything is sort of fairly forgiving. Very low spinning, came out fairly lower than the others, I would think.
And the XR16?
XR16, very, very forgiving. This being a slightly lighter setup, feel-wise, I struggled a little bit with it today, but in regards to how I was struggling, it was just very forgiving, and I got away with quite a bit. Launched pretty high, so if you're hitting it low, I think this will definitely get it up there. But all in all 3 I think were quite spectacular to hit.
Well, let's talk through a little bit of numbers wise, and I think it relates a little bit to Shaun's feedback as well. Shaun actually swings the club really quickly, averaging about 114, 115 mile an hour with these drivers today, which is actually a little bit slower than he normally swings it. And I think the shafts have a little bit of something to do there. He normally swings it quite a bit faster than that, and his own shaft is a little bit heavier and stronger than what he'd be using today. But I think overall we got a good reflection of the drivers. Forgiveness is there for sure out of all 3 drivers. Numbers were quite similar. The F6 actually went the furthest at 306 yards, and the other 2 were quite similar, total being about 302 for each of them, and then the 306 for the F6. In terms of spin rates, they were probably a fraction higher than what Shaun is normally used to because of the shafts. He certainly was getting a little bit more spin than I normally have seen with him. But overall, I think the drivers were quite similar. The 2 things that we saw were certainly the F6 and the XR were a little bit faster ball speeds than the Nike. But having said that, there was no major difference in distance. I think as you said, the spin rate sort of helped that out a little bit. So overall, I think a pretty good test. I'm sure that these are drivers, as we've tested them, we've set them up stock standard. So as I said to you before, Shaun wouldn't be absolutely spot on with these, but I think for the regular golfer swinging it around the 95 and 100 mark, I think this would be a much better setup for you guys.